Yes.
Hi.
And just sit. Here we go.
So natural. My name is Bappie and I'm from Hilversum and I identify as a binary trans man. Age is 30, sign is Sagittarius. No, I don't know what it means, but sometimes I lose dates. Thank you. Just in case somebody wants to know what my rising is. I came out in 2010. So there were like, I don't know, 10 trans people just vibing at the VU or something. So when I came out or texted my mom, I just called the VU and I was like, hey, I think I'm trans. And they were like, okay, cool, that's nice for you. And so what you doing? And I was like, nothing, what are you doing? And they were like, okay, come here on Thursday. So I think I started playing video games for the entire day of Wednesday, and then it was Thursday, and I was there, and they went like, okay, what do you want? And I was like, well, I saw this show, I think I'm trans. Then they started doing all the tests. So for a whole year, you have to do like this long question list, and they're gonna ask you everything. Is it a fetish? Does your mom love you? Do you have any traumas? And you just fill everything in. And then when you're done after a year, they came with the result, 100% men. I was like, great, let's start the T. And then they were like, no, because you're fat. And I was like, whoo, wait a minute. So they delayed my transition to hormones for 4 years because I was overweight. We have a strict rule here in the Netherlands when it comes to your body mass index. So as long as you're above 30 to 35, they will delay everything. No fucks given. And I was lucky because I'm non-dysphoric. I can do whatever. I can talk about everything you want to talk about. But they were just like, okay, you figured everything out, you know what you want, but you're fat. So I went on a heavy shake diet, lost a few kilos, they gave me the tea, then I was like, fuck it, we'll figure it out. Then I came back and I was like, let's chop off the tits, then again, you know, by law, we can't do it. Got a gastric sleeve 2 years back, lost weight, still missing 10 kilos. And as soon as I lose that, then I can get my top surgery. So now I'm doing two things. Saving up money to go to Spain. So for 5K, they can do top surgery without the BMI, or just vibing and chilling here and keeping on this whole everything just to get top surgery. Welcome to the world of fatphobia. Love it, amazing. Take a seat, have fun. Yeah, that's how it goes here. So everything is free, but don't be fat. So, okay, I was just being bored, and as usual. And I saw the image of Elliot Page in his swimwear, and everyone was going like, yeah, fucking amazing. And I was like, that's great for Elliot, but a lot of fat trans people are once again missing out on everything because most of the famous trans people, they are skinny, white, tall, passing, whatever's going on. And I was like, well, you know what? Let me just be fat in greatness and see where it goes. So I posted 4 pictures of me just being fat, and somebody else coined the idea of doing Trans Tummy Tuesday. And I was like, let's just keep it. Just make sure that every trans person who is just not ripped, not fully gym, just go here and show your stomach, because I thought the stomach is the least dysphoric thing to show. You don't need to show your chest or your ass or whatever, just your stomach. I mean, that's the most gender neutral thing together with your ass. I think ass is gender neutral. So I was like, just show your tummy. And it's been helping a lot of people because you don't see a lot of fat trans people. So I was like, yeah, show your stomach. It doesn't matter how it looks like. And now it's becoming a thing slowly. Getting there. So yeah, how do I find joy? I just wake up and then just go. Sounds very Sagittarius, I know, but it's just the fact that I'm alive and just being here and just thriving and doing whatever. I'm just happy because I have the final puzzle piece that's been telling me this is what you needed. You needed to identify as a man and live as a man in your full truth. And then whatever you do, even I'm making a fucking sandwich, I go like, I'm making a sandwich as who I am. And that's everything I need. I had no problems with expressing my body or my sexuality or nothing despite my weight. But as soon as I was like, okay, now I know who I am and I really want to work on it, suddenly weight became the major problem, which is really shitty because I remember this therapist told me, are you overweight by choice? Because all overweight people are actually gender neutral bodies. And I was like, that's deep, but no, I'm just overweight because I have traumas and I never learned how to process, so I did with food. it's a medical system right now, just completely fucking overweight trans people. So most of us either go like to Belgium, to Spain, and whatever to get our top surgeries there and pay for it instead of doing it here. But yeah, that's how my transition has been going so far. Just 11 years of waiting to have the perfect weight, and then I can get my top surgery. I'm just giving you the full Wikipedia summary of like life as it is, but yeah, I'm not all too salty about it. It also pushed me to fat liberation and talking about that, so it works. I mean, trans people also need fat liberation, so I'm mixing two problems into one, and then we can solve the next problem, why I look like Drake. So, so this might sound weird, but oh no, it doesn't work. It always works with like all fat people. I would say watch fat porn. And it sounds really weird, but I think I love body positivity, the whole loving your body, but as soon as your body has to become sexual, it's still like this huge wall, because it's either fetishized or it's made funny or humorous. And I always tell them, watch fat porn. If you can find a fat person loving themselves or being with a lover who fully appreciates it, and it gives them the whole sexual attention, romance, intimacy that you need, then you're gonna feel so much better about yourself, because all the commercials and the white feminist thing that's going around body positivity is mostly blaming it all on you, that you don't love yourself enough. And that's great, but the biggest hurdle is you deserve to be fucked. And good. And good too. Or you deserve to fuck somebody, you know? And I think if you go through that hurdle, you're gonna have so much fun. You know, everybody is entitled to an orgasm unless you're asexual, disclaimer down here. But yeah, I would always recommend find fat porn. It sounds weird, but you're gonna have fun with it when you see a full-sized woman or man or non-binary person getting fucked and jiggle everywhere, and you're gonna be, at first you're gonna cringe, you're gonna be like, oh, is that my body? But after watching it for 5 times, you're gonna be like, yes, my body deserves to jiggle like an ocean when I get fucked. So yeah, that's that's my tip always. On my Twitter, I just made a whole list of all trans mask sex workers. So I think you can find a few fat ones there too. I did my best. I did the porn research. It's very hard because everybody is now walking down the street going like, oh, look at this fat woman driving. But it's still a little bit like the Beyonce dilemma. Saying we all love Beyonce, but we love Beyonce the icon. So we love plus size women as an icon, as a performative, but not actually. So when you ask a person, okay, you just said, oh, I love this plus size model, but would you fuck her of them? Then they go like, no, and that's the performative. I want you to go full, I will have sex with you because that's how much I love your body and your weight and your jiggles and your rolls. And when you cannot go through that hurdle, then it's all performative, and I don't want that. So yeah, I want the full fuck. That's it. So yeah, that's that's my tip for everybody. Just get fucked. Get fucked good. Cool. Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Yes. That was it? Oh my god. I hope I look good on camera.
For sure. Bye. Cool.